Assalamu alaikum. My name is Harith Mikhail bin Jazrie Edzuan, student ID PDL 2107017. And today, I'll be talking about anxiety. There are many symptoms of anxiety, such as your hands start to sweat, your body shakes, your heart beats like it's trying to get off your chest, and you can't seem to think straight. So, like you had control over your body just now, and then your feeling just disappeared, and nothing seems bearable anymore. You try to breathe in and out to get rid of the stress, but stress, worry, and fear is all you feel. So these are the selected examples of a person having anxiety. And in this video, I'll be discussing the nature of anxiety, how widespread it is, and the treatments and preventions for anxiety. Let's start with the nature of anxiety attacks. Anxiety disorder involves more than temporary fear or worry. The person with anxiety disorder does not go away and can get worse with time. So those affected by it tend to avoid and isolate themselves when no immediate danger is present. For example, just walking in the middle of the road, no dangers, nothing around, and you have this sort of panic feeling that you need to hide or be somewhere safe. That's how it works. So it interferes. Anxiety interferes with daily life. For example, in school, while you're taking your classes or you're studying while working, which is by you're talking to your coworkers or maybe having a important meeting and your anxiety starts to react. You can't seem to speak. And during a relationship as well, with a significant other, you might disrupt your date night, maybe. So now that you know something about nature of panic attacks, let's look at how widespread they are. So panic attacks, they don't just affect one person, it affects millions of people. So according to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, ADAA for short, about 40 million adults in the United States aged 18 and older suffer from panic attacks based on their survey. So the National Institute of Mental Health reports that panic attack strikes women twice as often as men. So the percentage of women is higher, which is about 23.4%, than for males, which is 40.3%, which is about 9.1% more than males. And then half of the people who suffer this develop the symptoms before the age of 24. So it's either in their adolescence or in their early 20s. For example, I have a link you can go through to look up the statistics and the charts that have been shown. Given the severity of the panic attacks, I'm sure you're wondering how can they be treated. So the main treatment options for anxiety attacks are medication and psychotherapy. Medication falls into two categories, which is antidepressants and anti-anxiety drugs. They may sound the same, but they're not. Antidepressants were used to originally treat mood disorders such as depression and depressive symptoms, which are different than anxiety attacks. It's later found that antidepressants could also help treat anxiety disorders, including panic disorder. Antidepressant medication have been found to effectively decrease the intensity of panic attacks and overall anxiety, whereby anti-anxiety medication, sometimes referred to as tranquilizers, yes, tranquilizers are recommended for the fast-acting relief and sedating effect. This medication slows down the central nervous system, which can make you feel calm and more relaxed, which is a good thing for people who are affected by anxiety disorders. So this thing, anti-anxiety medication, can greatly reduce the symptom of panic disorders by a lot. So besides medication, psychotherapy is also recommended because it's been found to be effective in treating anxiety disorder. So this psychotherapy doesn't usually use medication or drugs. It's more about therapy, and cognitive behavior therapy is one of them. It helps to develop coping skills by changing the negative thinking patterns, because you even when you're having panic attack, you'll be thinking about these negative thoughts, such as you're feeling you can't breathe, you feel sick, people think ill of you. So this therapy can change these negative beliefs. about themselves and the world around them. So, example for another one is well, yoga. Yoga could work as well. It helps to release all the stress you have when during an anxiety attack. You get to stretch your body. You get to feel the relief of it as well. So, in conclusion, in conclusion, panic attacks affects millions of people, millions of people, not just 100,000, 10,000, hundreds of millions. And it keeps growing day by day. There are treatment options for preventing and dealing with attacks. And in my case, both medication and psychotherapy have been proven extremely helpful. I don't know if those affected will ever be completely free of panic attacks, but at least I can understand now what they are and what can I do about them. Anxiety attacks are very serious problems that we must not take lightly. We must take it very seriously. With those who are affected by it or affected by ourselves, we never know. That is all from me. Thank you. And below, I have listed my bibliography here. If one wish to look at more of my research, then that's all from me. Thank you.